Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another review. In today's video, one of the most popular compact crossover SUVs in the European market, the MG ZS with a manual transmission. Big thanks to Grand Auto and their MG dealership for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below. Welcome back everybody. Like I said in the very beginning, in today's review, one of the most popular compact crossovers in the European market, MG ZS, especially this particular model with a manual transmission, 1.5 liter petrol engine, 105 horsepower. If you watch my channel regularly, then you probably all know that I reviewed already MG ZS with a luxury trim or a trophy model, also mated to a manual transmission, and also I tested to drive it. If you want to check that video, I will put the link in the description below. But for now, let's focus on this particular gorgeous blue metallic exterior MG ZS. Let's start this review with the exterior walk around. First, this is the MG ZS key that they provide me here at the MG dealership. Let's talk a little bit about this headlights design, similar like in the luxury model. Daytime running lights in the upper section and projector headlights in the lowest part. I will put the car running at the very end of a video, so stay tuned. In the lowest part of a bumper there are some contrasting black details, really nice gloss black detail, and the center grille design, really big and large grille with a large MG logo, which hidden all the safety or radar sensors in it. Let's quickly move on a driver's side profile. Under the bonnet on this particular model is a 1.5 liter non-turbocharged petrol engine, 105 horsepower. There is also a 1 liter 3-cylinder 111 horsepower option with this MG ZS, and of course there is fully electric 51 kilowatt hour battery pack option. Let's talk a little bit about these wheels. These are MG wheels, two-tone in design, very nice. I think these are 17-inch in diameter. Similar like with the most crossover SUVs, these wheel arches and side skirts are finished in that robust plastic material, which indicates you can go a little bit of off-roading with this model. Moving quickly on a side profile, we have chrome door handles and chrome underneath the windows. And if we go a little bit lower, this is a now similar approach as we saw on a front end design with that metal effect over here. Moving quickly at the rear end, the rear lights or tail lights are in LED technology. In the center, big MG logo where you can open your boot, but more of that a little bit later. On a passenger side, ZS detail over here, and more of that gloss black contrasting details, something similar again that we saw on a front end design, rear parking sensors, and in the lowest part some type of diffuser. On a passenger side there is a fuel filler cap for the petrol. Let me know in the comment section, how do you like this exterior color on this particular MG ZS? I'm a huge fan, to be honest, and there is one big and very interesting detail that I'm a huge fan in the interior. More of that coming very shortly, but for now this is a practical, family-friendly compact crossover. It needs to be very practical, of course, and the boot space is one of the most important things. So let's check the boot space. So this is the boot opening on a MG ZS, around 448 liters of boot space you get with this model, which is actually a huge amount of space, especially for such a small compact crossover. I'm about 184 centimeters, and this opening is on, let's say, my height, which is great because there is no way I would hit my head on this protective part. Also, speaking about protective parts, you have this plastic over here, which allows you to slide some larger and heavier items. This floor can be easily raised up, as you can see over here. On a driver's side there is some useful nets on a far left, and on a passenger side also there is one halogen light over here. The rear seats can be fold down 60/40. Overall, very square and usable shape for this boot. For an average family, young family, this should be more than enough. For now, let's close this boot and let's go and check the rear seats. This is now the door opening angle for a rear doors. I don't think there will be any issues for me or the average person to get in and out. Let's talk a little bit about this door design and materials. If we go and check this upper part over here, similar that chrome effect design that we saw on a side profile and also on a front end design. This in the center is some type of rubbery material which looks like carbon fiber, but it's very soft, and you have this nice red stitching. Also, one premium detail in the center part where you will put your elbow, you have some type of soft leathery material. Speaking about the practical stuff, you have extra storage over here and the big size door pockets. Also, the rear windows can be operated electronically. Let's move to the interior. Behind the driver's seat there are some useful storage. Also behind the passenger seat, extra storage on a center tunnel with a 2 USB charging ports. Isofix anchor points on each seat, and these seats are absolutely my favorite thing because of this design. Light gray stitching and effect in the center part, also on a backrest with a black side profiles and that nice red contrasting stitching. For now, let's go and climb inside. Welcome from a rear seat of a MG ZS. Now this is the door opening angle and my knee room, my foot room, and also for my head I have a pretty huge amount of space. I have to be honest, I've put this driver's seat on my seating position, but I can easily move it a little bit further in the back, so for such a small vehicle this is huge amount of space. If you need to carry two adults of my size, like I said, I'm about 184 centimeters, no problem, but let's be honest, these rear seats will be used mostly for the kids. Overall, huge amount of space, and especially with this light gray roof lining, there is so much room in the back. Now let's go and check the passenger front seat. Opening a passenger front door, similar like in the back, a very wide door opening angle. Let's quickly check the materials. Like I said, similar in the back, similar in design and in quality, very nice overall. Let's talk a little bit about these front seats, because the effect is similar like in the back, but there is very good amount of side support in this lowest part and again in the backrest. I will move the seat a little bit further in the back so I can get in. And this is my view out. You sit, of course, a little bit higher than in the normal small city car or compact hatchback. Let's talk a little bit about these materials. Interesting detail. This is not a top-of-the-line luxury or trophy model. Yet again, just take a look how soft this upper dash really is. Really great work for MG. Gloss black detail around the turbine effect air vents. Again, that some type of metal imitation that we saw on a door design and the side profile. Underneath that, some type of rubbery soft material with a red contrasting stitching. Opening the glove box, really nice in size. And one great feature I have to point out, if I sit straight up and I put my knee on this part over here, this part is finished in that soft leather, and this is something very useful and handy solution for a longer journeys. In the center part, two air vents with a hazard light button, center infotainment system. We will talk a little bit more of that when I go and sit on a driver's seat. Underneath the center infotainment system, some useful shortcuts, two USB charging ports with some extra storage over here, manual transmission 5-speed with a reverse, also manual handbrake with a two cup holders, center armrest which is finished in leather, and again underneath the center armrest there is big amount of space. If you go for a luxury or trophy model, you will get the leather seats, you will get a start stop button, and if you choose the automatic transmission, you will get the electronically operated handbrake or parking brake. If you go for a manual, then it's still this manual transmission. Now let's go and check the driver's seat position. Welcome now from a driver seat. I will put the seat a little bit further in the back so you can have a greater field of view. Another thing that I forget to point out, if you go for a luxury model, then you get digital dials. In this particular model you have analog dials with a small center screen. So I've started the vehicle so you can see all the lights in action. We'll talk a little bit about this steering wheel and of course the center infotainment system. Steering wheel classic MG, small 3-spoke, sporty in design with that metal effect in the lowest part and a red contrasting stitching. The buttons on a steering wheel on a left and on a right side are physical buttons, so I don't think there will be any issues for using it. This is now the center infotainment system, something similar that we saw with again other MG ZS models, and of course with a new HS. I will put the link also in the description below for that video if you want to check it out. There are some useful features over here for the audio systems, EQ settings. Let's just check it quickly over here. I will go, there is a shortcut for a home button. You have your media over here and your car settings with the lights and some useful stuff. The good thing is that you have this shortcuts button for the volume and for the home button, and on your home button you have everything that you practically need: your media, some car status, and the air conditioning set. One interesting detail on this particular model, you have Android Auto, but I don't think you have Apple CarPlay. Overall, the view out is very good. You sit a little bit higher, so I think for the 99% of people this is something that will definitely be appreciated. Also, the view at the rear is pretty good, especially you have pretty big side mirrors and you have that rear parking sensors. I drove this model around here on a parking lot. Everything is very light and soft, the clutch pedal, the brake pedal, and also the steering wheel. So if you are planning to buy this MG ZS for a, let's say, city driving, I think this is going to be a great experience. But of course you need to test it yourself. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this interior of a MG ZS. Do you like it, or would you maybe prefer the luxury model with a leather seat and the center dash that is then digital? I will put the lights on now so you can see the lights in action. Here at the rear there are LED lights with a halogen turn signals. Let's just quickly move on a side profile, turn signals on a door mirrors, and over here LED daytime running lights with LED turn signals, and one really great feature, and especially in the safety concerns, LED headlights, which is really nice feature. So this is the end of my review, exterior, interior, and the practicality of a MG ZS with a 1.5 liter 105 horsepower petrol engine mated to a manual 5-speed transmission. Big thanks to Grand Auto and their MG dealership for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below, and thank you so much for watching this video. Wish you all a very nice day.